All right, we are back here with our next competitor this afternoon. Everyone put your hands together for Munir Mohammad from Shortwave Coffee. Munir, your judges are going to come in. Go ahead and say hello to them.
Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
And when you're ready, call time.
All right, ready? All right, time. Good afternoon, judges. My name is Munir, and I'm from Shortwave Coffee in Columbia, Missouri. At Shortwave, our philosophy is receive and transmit. And what that means to me is that I receive amazing coffees and amazing stories from amazing farms all over the world. And I have the privilege of learning, brewing, and enjoying these coffees. I then get to transmit it back to my customers. All the while, building relationships in my community, giving them new understanding and new depth of what they're experiencing. And that's the amazing aspect of our industry. Coffee is more than a drink. So today I'll be brewing for you a naturally processed Ethiopian coffee, grown at an altitude of 2,200 meters above sea level. The natural processing and the high altitude gives this coffee deep, complex flavors, ranging from floral to berry to tropical fruit, and a balance of sweetness and acidity. However, this coffee is especially challenging to brew because of the high density of the coffee bean. The high density of the coffee bean increases the brew time to a point where it becomes over-extracted, causing bitterness and hollowness in the flavor instead of the deep, complex flavors that my Ethiopian coffee has. So my goal is to increase the drip rate of this coffee so I can reduce the brewing time, so I can experience all those amazing flavors that this coffee has to offer. I'll be using the Hario V60 for its excellent brewing angle and heat retention. The 60-degree angle of the cone-shaped filter allows me to create a better coffee and to control the drip rate. The brew ratio I'm using today is 14:1. 25 grams of coffee in, 350 grams of coffee out. For the bloom, I pre-wetted my filters and I've coarsely ground the coffee. I went as coarse as the EK43 would allow. For my bloom, I'll add 50 grams of 204-degree water to allow the gases to escape. After 30 seconds, I'll add 70 grams of water. And in this process, I'm shaping my bedded coffee. And then I'll simply allow the water to brew in the cone before adding more. You'll notice that I'll be making a total of 6 pours today. Now for each additional pour, I'll let most of the water to drip into the decanter, then I'll aim directly for the middle of the coffee bed. To agitate and churn the dense coffee that settled into the bottom of the small tip of the filter to increase the drip rate of the coffee. And I'll do this for each additional pour in small amounts, between 50 and 60 grams of water, all the while just to help increase the drip rate of this coffee. And that way, I'll get a perfect extraction. Where the final cup is full of flavor, body, intensity, and balance. Here are the flavor notes for the coffee. The aroma is like freshly picked jasmine with its floral rose undertones and a hint of caramelized sugar. The flavor, while hot, is that freshly picked jasmine with its floral rose undertones and a tart berry. The flavor, while warm, is that freshly picked jasmine and the sweetness and tartness of black mulberry. And the flavor, while cool, is the tropical fruit lychee, 90% dark chocolate, and again, that floral, that freshly picked jasmine. The aftertaste is the freshly picked jasmine and mulberry, the black mulberry. The acidity is complex. When hot, it is medium-high citric acidity, and when cool, it is medium-high malic acidity. The body is medium, soft, and juicy. The balance is amazing on this coffee. The fruity sweetness and acidity combines with the soft, juicy, floral body. Please evaluate the aroma directly from the decanter. When you're finished, please allow me to pour it for you. Thank you. Enjoy. There you go. For you. Judges, I received an amazing Ethiopian coffee, and I've enjoyed transmitting it back to you. Thank you. Time.
All right, everyone, put your hands together for Munir Mohammad from Shortwave Coffee.
Hey, thanks a lot, man.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All done?
everything went as planned. So.
That's good. Nothing broke, nothing
Yeah,
spilled.
exactly.
That's a win in everyone's book.
Yep.
So, is this your first time competing?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I did the qualifiers now.
Oh, you did qualifiers.
Yep.
Which qualifier?
Bentonville.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
And you placed in that one, right?
No, I signed up for this one.
Oh, okay, that's
Yep.
right. Nice, nice. That's awesome.
Yep.
So, Ethiopian coffee,
Yes.
everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
You decided to use a V60 with it too.
Yeah, that was especially challenging because of the high density. But I kind of figured it out with the number of pours and how much time I want to spend on that brew.
So are you a barista at Shortwave?
Yeah, I own Shortwave Coffee.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
So you're brewing all the time?
Yeah, brewing and roasting all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you roast this coffee as well?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had, I think, another couple competitors that were also the roasters of their coffee as well. And I think it just brings a unique, perspective to the whole competition, because now you're like controlling, there's like just another level of things that you have to worry about. There's a whole competition downstairs for roasters. And now you're up here roasting coffee and doing Brewer's Cup, So it's like, I think there's so much more to it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of challenges. You want to roast something that can be brewed easily.
Yeah.
So that's probably the biggest challenge with this coffee.
Is this a coffee that you got for competition, or is this something like off your shelves that you guys serve on a regular day-to-day basis?
So it's something that we have in the shop all the time, and actually, like in the first half of the year, we spent a lot of time just sourcing the green coffee. Okay. So this is something we've had since May. And so we try everything that we can get, and then we choose the best ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, being this is your first time here at the competitions, other than the qualifiers, like, what's one of the biggest challenges for a Brewer's Cup routine that you feel is the most tough part? Is it the brewing the coffee? Is it the script? Is it the story of the coffee? What is the most challenging part of it?
For a challenging coffee like this one, probably the actual brewing process. Yeah. Hitting all your marks and your timing for that brew. Totally. That's probably the hardest part.
Because you're brewing up until you're coming on stage, basically, right?
Yeah.
Because you're brewing in a new environment. Humidity, different grinder, different water. You have to. It's not the exact same from when you were brewing at your lab, your coffee shop, right? It's totally different.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but we try to anticipate any variables.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, anyone you want to say thank you to while we got you here?
Yeah, probably my coach Izzo came all the way with me, helped me a lot this weekend. So.
Nice. Always need a coach.
Yeah, and then my friends came as well. So.
Shout out to the homies.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, everyone, thanks again. Put your hands together for Munir Mohammad from Shortwave Coffee. Munir,
hey, thanks a lot, man.
Great job today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We are going to head over.